To create a new file in RobotC for Principles of Engineering, Project Lead the Way, instead of choosing New File, we are going to go to File, Open Sample Program. You'll probably see this folder appear first. You want to look for pltw. There is a pltw natural language, but choose the pltw. Inside this folder we have a pltw template, as well as a copy of it as a backup in case you were to ever change this one or lose it. Double click on that and we have a Project Lead the Way template made for our class and our instructions. Now what we did is really just open a file, and we want to keep that file where it is and exactly as it is. So before you do anything else, we will go to File, Save As. You'll navigate over here in your browser to where you'd like to save your file, which folder. For right now, I'll just make this on the desktop, and name it down here under File Name, Sample New File. Okay. If this were a real file, I would have put it in a folder more organized. But you'll save your file, and now you can see that the file name right here in this tab has been updated. My template is still in the folder where it was, and it's unchanged. Now any programming or any steps, anything I begin to do, will not affect the template. It will affect this new file that I just created when I hit Save As. Lastly, for our course, ensure that RobotC platform type is set to VEX 2.0 Cortex, as well as Natural Language pltw is checked. Under VEX Cortex communication mode, have either the VEXNet or USB only checked. For right now, I have it on USB only. And in a previous video, you would have been told and walked through how to download the firmware. Make sure your firmware for the Cortex is up to date. I choose Manual Update, Master CPU, Standard File, and then I run the RobotC second. If you've got all your settings right, you shouldn't have any problems getting started. Over here are our functions under Natural Language, mostly in the very beginning of being introduced to RobotC, as you probably are being introduced right now since we're looking at this video. Under Natural Language, all these little plus signs will expand, and you can find commands for programming. Under Movement, we see servo, motor, start motor, stop motor. Under Special, there are commands like turning the flashlight on or off, or the LED on or off. For right now, those are mostly what we're going to be using to start. We'll continue to explore commands that are already programmed in. These commands, though, can be dragged from the browser on the left to the software code right here, and you can edit. In parentheses are parameters that you need to enter, like motor port. If you're going to start a motor, which port is that motor in, or what did you name that port? And what speed would you like that to be turned on at? These are things that you'd have to go back and update. In the next video, we'll give you a little bit more information about how this section where we put our code works.